literally been up since 3:30. I have been on the go since 4:15. It is it's 2 o'clock, 2 p.m. now. Wow, that's like almost 12 hours of just being up and about, and I have finally after 2 flights connecting, obviously I've landed in Sri Lanka. This is my second time here. I was here back in 2019 and I spent close to a month. This time I'm here for a shorter trip and I'm here specifically to explore the south coast, and I'm going to be doing it in a very fun way. So I'm at the airport right now, and it took a little bit of time. Immigration and all was really fast, but like it'll take some time to get your SIM card, which you can do inside the airport itself. It takes a little bit of time to get your whole phone stuff up and running. And here's a little tip that I learned like over the course of my research and also right now: don't book an airport cab, because I have to go like really close, like 2 kilometers away, and they are charging me 2,000 Sri Lankan rupees for that. But if you download an Uber or a Pick Me, it comes to about 300 or 400 rupees. So that's like a massive difference. So that's tip number one before this journey's already begun. So I'm just waiting for my tuk-tuk to arrive and pick me up, and then I will head to... You'll see. So okay, like I can't even believe what I'm going to be doing. I'm basically going to be driving a tuk-tuk around Sri Lanka, or at least for the itinerary that I have planned, which is primarily along the south coast, because that's something I didn't get to do when I came here the last time. It was too rainy and too overcast all the time. And that's when I realized that this is something that you can do. You can actually rent out a tuk-tuk, or as in India we call it an auto rickshaw. And yeah, drive it, and that's what I'm gonna be doing. I can't even believe this. So the company is called Tuk-tuk Rental, and what they do is they basically take the tuk-tuks from the locals itself and they rent it out to travelers who are visiting Sri Lanka and want to experience a very local way of life, something that is a livelihood for a lot of Sri Lankans. And this is how the local community gets supported and empowered, and it's a little bit of extra income for them as well. It's very organized. Before I got here, I sent in a request from their website, and they have arranged for everything. They have sent a whole guide. They've helped out with an itinerary for Sri Lanka. They are going to be giving me a lesson now on how to actually drive and understand the mechanics of how a tuk-tuk works. And by the time this lesson is done, I should be kitted out. And yes, they have also helped me out with my driver's permit. I don't know how you can see that. Yeah, since I have a driving license in India, I just had to send in my details, and they arranged for all of this here as well. They have actually simplified this whole thing, and I am kind of anxious and nervous because I'm going to be driving a tuk-tuk alone, and I mean, it's a little daunting to be doing this. Also, as a lady driver, I mean, that does come with its own set of caveats, right? Sometimes, although I would like to believe it doesn't. Let's not ignore the fact that it does. But yeah, this is going to be exciting, and I'm going to be getting ready for my tuk-tuk lesson now. This is Emelda. She's an instructor here at Tuk-tuk Rental, and she's going to be teaching me how to drive the tuk-tuk here today. And like personally, I'm so excited that there's a lady teaching me how to do this. Like, I'm so happy about this, really.
This is a vehicle documents.
Okay.
Road tax and Merchant is paper. Merchant is paper.
Hmm.
Very important. Before start the engine, first look, you have to check the engine. Open
So I've been taught all of the mechanics of the tuk-tuk, you know, how it's gonna work, the kind of things I'll need to know, the technique into running it. And now we are gonna go to a quiet place so that I can actually figure out how to do this on my own, because I'm gonna be on my own on the road. So I need to know this stuff. Yeah. We've come to this quiet area, which is basically like a stretch of land where I can practice, try and drive the tuk-tuk on my own, learn how it works, make as many mistakes as I can right now, clear all of my doubts before I actually take this and head to where I'm supposed to go. So it's a nice little area that they have over here before I actually get to driving on the road. Neutral, I did it!
Yes, super.
I was actually really worried that I would not be able to get this, and I'm still kind of picking it up. It's not very smooth, but I think like with a little more practice, I'll be able to get the hang of it. So yeah.
Okay.
The 1 hour training is actually quite comprehensive. Emelda taught me to switch between gears, drive around, reverse, and also deal with situations on the road.
So practice is done, and now we have to take the vehicle onto the main road. Rather that I have to take the vehicle onto the main road so that I have an understanding of how to turn, what kind of traffic there is, how to understand how much, you know, what gear I need to be on, what speed I need to go on. It's like driving a car and a scooty hybrid. I mean, I don't know how else to explain it, but it's a lot of fun. And once I get the hang of driving on the main road, I'll be able to take it wherever I want.
A new place, a new home. For a while, let me feel alive. Nothing to hold me back. Take my time, just enjoy the ride. A new land.
So my driving lesson is done. I think I feel at least slightly confident in being able to drive this tuk-tuk, even though it's a little unnerving, like when there's a lot of traffic. And in some ways, it's a little different from driving a car. Like, you know, judgment is something that I still need to figure out. It's about 4:30 now, and I'm literally running on one soggy dosa that I had at the airport for breakfast at 9. So I'm like starving, and I can't wait to get to my hotel. Just gonna like wrap up the formalities over here and then make a move before it gets too dark. And I'm staying in Negombo itself today. I think that's a good idea because I've had a really long day. But it's been so exciting. There's been so much that's happened, and I really can't wait to see how this journey unfolds.
Tuk-tukrental.com operates seamlessly. You can book your tuk online and they help you out with the license, help you plan your itinerary if you need, and give you all the tips and tricks that you would need to drive through Sri Lanka all by yourself.
Okay, so I have my tuk-tuk, and it is 4:50 and it has started drizzling, so I'm not going to be shooting while I drive because it's also day 0 for me. And I will get to my hotel, get settled in, and then we'll catch up again. I made it safe and sound. I'm staying at this place called Villa Taprobane. It's a family-run homestay and it's a beautiful cottage. Look at it. It's like a villa, not a cottage. I think a villa would be the right word for it. Check it. Auntie is super sweet. She checked me into the room. She's given me like, you know, she was like, don't open the door unless I call you by your name, which is totally fair because it's her responsibility, as she says, to take care of her guests. So I found that a little endearing. And she's also whipping up something for me to eat, even though it's not dinner time, because I'm starving. I think spending the day here in Negombo has been a good idea because यार नहीं होता सच्ची में. Like if I had to drive down south like I had initially planned, it would not have been possible. So I'm glad I decided to stay here. I also have some good plans for tomorrow, which will be a lot of fun. I'm so tired. Sorry, guys. This is like, I think I'm operating on some reserve energy. But anyway, I'll be stepping out now because I need to pick up like one or two things and then go figure out tomorrow's scene. So that's what it is. I made it safe and sound. And I think with this, I'm going to wrap up this vlog because it's basically a lot of information in itself. Tomorrow's going to be a lot of fun and I'm going to be talking to you about what you can do in Negombo, and there is something very interesting that I'm going to do. So I will see you in my next video. Hit like, comment, subscribe to my channel. Yaar, bahut, it will mean a lot. And see you very, very soon. This is Preethi signing off. Bye.
In bad times, I know I'll be okay. 'Cause I found my way.